The dawn of the 1980s led to a changing of the guard at Rickwood Field. Welcome back in. I'm Ryan Hennessy.
I'm Guy Rawlings. The Magic City went without baseball for 5 years in the late 70s. Then in 1981, Art Clarkson led a group of investors in purchasing the Montgomery Rebels. He wasted no time moving them to Birmingham.
Yeah, known as the A's for a brief period, Clarkson changed the name back to the Barons. His wife, Kathy, may have been a little concerned about the move to Alabama. As WBTM 13's Lisa Crane explains, she put her trust in her husband, knowing he would succeed.
He was always looking for what's the next thing? What's the next thing I can do? He always wanted a challenge.
For Art Clarkson, that challenge would be bringing fan interest back to baseball and Rickwood Field. Then known as the Birmingham A's, the team departed Alabama after the 1975 season. Rickwood sat empty for the next 5 seasons. Art Clarkson noticed from a distance. After buying the Montgomery Rebels, the family's first visit to the team's new home was not exactly memorable.
I'd never even been there. And frankly, when when we rolled up to Rickwood Field and I said, oh my God, because it didn't look great. It needed a lot of work.
Electrical, plumbing, seating, parking, you name it, all the hard work paid off. On April 14, 1981, some 9,100 people welcomed the Birmingham Barons back to Rickwood. The season would draw 220,000 fans, the most since the 1951 season. Attendance increased over the next 2 years. For Art Clarkson, the surge in attendance wasn't just about the team.
He said the winning and losing would make a difference of 20% of what your crowd would be. It was, how good are the concessions? How easy is it to park? Do the people feel safe out there? That was one of the first things we had to do, was get rid of that misconception.
As you would expect, Kathy Clarkson was at the ballpark just about every night. In that time, she would be her husband's eyes and ears.
Like, what are the people around me thinking? Oh, they think this is a great giveaway, do it again. Or these hot dogs are not very good. Or the beer is too flat. Or, whatever I was hearing, and you hear a lot, people talk, they complain.
By the mid-'80s, fans stopped turning out to the ballpark. Attendance dropped by more than 100,000 people by 1987.
And then maybe people just got, I don't know, like, oh, I've been to Rickwood. And then I think he just realized, and then with the place falling apart, and then by the time we got into the mid-'80s, it was like, I think we need to look at another place to play.
At that time, the city of Birmingham owned Rickwood. With interest dwindling and the park in need of repair, it was then the Clarksons had to start making tough decisions. One, Kathy says, the city made for her husband.
They said the Barons are not important enough to us to, put more money into Rickwood Field. And if they want to go, they can go.
The final Barons game at Rickwood would be played August 30th, 1987, before just 1,600 fans. The following season, the team shifted to the Hoover Met.
Well, the players told me that when you get a big crowd like this and you get a brand new facility like this, it fires you up, it makes you play better, and obviously that has been the case with Birmingham tonight.
Art Clarkson would own the Barons for a few more years before selling the team. Had it not been for his vision, there's no telling what may have happened to Rickwood Field or if baseball would have ever returned to the Magic City. Kathy Clarkson believes the upcoming return of baseball to America's oldest ballpark would put a smile on her husband's face.
It would have been the ultimate thing in his career, I think, to see what's happening now and to be a part of it. It would have been really, really, really special.
After selling the Barons in 1990, Art Clarkson switched sports. 2 years later, he bought the Cincinnati ECHL hockey team, then brought them to town as the Birmingham Bulls. He sold them in 1998. 3 years later, the team left Birmingham altogether. It was Clarkson who came to the rescue, though, in 2017, bringing the Bulls back, this time as part of the Southern Professional Hockey League. Art Clarkson passed away in 2019. He was 78 years old.